All right, let's do it. Let's talk. Let me first. There's so many things we have to talk about. First, did you think this movie was better than Star Wars?
No.
People were talking about it this weekend. People were talking about, is Dune
which Star Wars
better than Star Wars? Just in general. Just like, is Dune better than Star Wars in general?
No, because basically because like the way that they're telling the story makes it way too difficult to say that it's better than Star Wars because literally nothing has happened.
Wait,
nothing has happened.
Stuff did happen though.
Nothing really has happened yet.
It was the setup.
But like even in the first Star Wars movie, there's way more of like some things that happened than
I do agree with that.
We really had like one battle sequence and it was badass, but I'm saying like, until we see the entire full story, there's no way that you can like compare it
fair enough.
to that.
Fair enough. I'll wait. We'll table this conversation. I'll wait until we see part 2. But you know damn well part 2 is going to be fucking nuts. And in the Discord, someone posted, Denis was like, yeah, this movie had to be set up. That's why I put part 1 under, but they didn't do that in the marketing. But he was like, the next movie's going to be straight action. Like, I'm going to be able to just do crazy shit in the next one now that we set it up. I wasn't mad at the setup. Some people were like, it was slow.
No, I'm not mad at the setup, but I'm saying like, if we're going to be talking about like, is it better than Star Wars? I'm like, well, nothing has happened yet. So let's like wait and see. And like, if we're going to talk about like, the stuff that they're involved with, their little voice thing, not better than the Force. Dragonfly ship, not cooler than any ship in Star Wars.
Wait, we gonna talk about wait. Some of them ships was badass. The big circle one in the sky.
The big circle that makes no sense. It just looked like, with little ships shooting out of it, just looked like a pee-pee with those sperm shooting out. And
shit was crazy, bro. Like the Saiyan shit, they basically had a Saiyan Capsule Corp ship too. The fucking like the oblong one that just landed. That shit was kind of cool too. But okay, I'll give you the voice. The voice wasn't popping yet. Like
the shields are lame. Huh? What do they even do? What do the shields even do? Like they don't do anything. Like I'm watching like bombs fall on like the building shields. I'm like, well, if one bomb blows up the building shield, then what's the point of the shield? And then like these dudes are dying pretty easily by Jason Momoa's hand with their shields. It's like,
but Jason. Wait, okay. The shields. All right, I'm not gonna lie. The shields was like a little weak. But when you saw that armor scene, which is coming, that armor that old Timmy was wearing when he was dual wielding, that shit's gonna be badass. All of that's the next movie. But this one, I understand what you're saying. Why was the shields? Also, they fight with just normal ass swords, just normal ass swords in their shields. Can't really block anything.
And Homie does have a pistol. Like no one ever uses a pistol, but Homie has one. So Paul Atreides.
Yeah, he does. All right. We'll table is it better than Star Wars, but just know I'm bringing that up to you in the next.
Well, I mean,
movie.
I just don't think like even at the end of it is going to be better than Star Wars, but I do think it is going to be on the realm of that genre as like one of the top tier because like just based upon what Denis done from a filmmaking standpoint, like it's shot better than most movies ever.
Bro, I was about to like I after finishing this movie, and I know I might like this more than you when we do our rating, but. Denis the best director in Hollywood right now. I'll take him over Nolan. Like he hasn't missed. Like I like his bad films more than I like Nolan's. Like I'm sorry, Dunkirk lovers. I did not like that fucking movie. I did not. In as good as Interstellar is, I was talking in my group chat about this because they were arguing. They were like, Lyndon, Tenet isn't that good. And I was like, wow, y'all don't even see Nolan's some of his best work. But I was like, Interstellar is not that good. Enemy, would you say Enemy's Denis' worst movie?
I guess. I mean, he hasn't have very many. But if it's Enemy's the worst movie, then it's not a bad worst movie to have.
It's not bad, bro. And this movie, to me, there were scenes in this movie that I was like, bro, this is cinema. When the fucking bombs are dropping on the shield. And I'm just sitting in this IGPX theater like, what the fuck? And like everything's blowing up and we see Gurney running, Josh Brolin, and we see all those fuckers attacking. I was like, oh, this is nuts. And all the missiles and shit. I was like, this is crazy. That was one of the best war space scenes I've ever seen.
The stuff with Paul Atreides and his mom going through the sandstorm, nuts.
Yeah.
Like
I
there was
agree.
just some stuff that was shot, you know, and even like the stuff in the desert where they're walking and the way that they shoot that and the way that the music comes in, and you know, I just feel like it was just very well done. It was just more well done of any movie I've seen in a while.
Is this Jason Momoa's best role?
I was getting ready to say it if you weren't, because like I never enjoyed Jason Momoa in anything more than I did today. Like this was the best thing he's ever done.
I was like, bro, he literally tapped into, and I see why he's like, if Denis wants me in anything, I'm there. This is the best I've ever seen Jason Momoa. It has everything you love about Drogo. It has everything you love about Aquaman, but none of the corny shit about either of those characters. And the funny thing is, seeing this character, I did not think one time about any of his other roles. The moment he's on screen, you think Duncan Idaho, like legit. And like, I've read the book. He is now Duncan Idaho for me. And like, it is 100% badass. When you see him fucking getting white beard, like shout out to the One Piece fans out there. He basically got white beard. Oh wait, you saw Marineford? He got white beard. Like he was getting stabbed 6 times in the front. Gets up. I was like, whoa, that was one of the best fight scenes I've seen in that hallway. That was badass.
Yeah, the hallway stuff was pretty great, even though you knew it was gonna happen.
Yep. What else did I like? Not a lot of Dave Bautista.
But I think I don't think he's doing a bad job. It's just like he hasn't had much to do yet.
Not a lot of Josh Brolin.
Whatever's creepy as hell. Well, Josh Brolin's probably dead now.
I don't want to talk about that.
But I thought he was.
You didn't see him die.
That's true.
He didn't see him die.
I thought he'd been doing pretty good.
Josh Brolin was kicking ass. The only people you saw die.
Isaac was doing good.
Only people you saw die was Leto and Duncan Idaho, and fucking the Dasmalchian for the fucking Harkonnens.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. Bautista, main Harkonnen, Jessica, who's the mom, Paul, Gurney. You did not see any of them die. Gurney's Josh Brolin.
Well, of course we didn't see Jessica die. She's with the
thing. Yeah. And you didn't see the black lady die. And only reason why I know this, I'm going to say this right now, and this is not a spoiler because they fucking said it in the interview with everybody on Jimmy Kimmel, because I watched the Dune interview with Jimmy Kimmel, with every member of the cast. The black lady's the leader of the Fremen. It's not Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Who's riding the worm?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's not dead either.
Well, I mean, like, she got eaten by the worm, did she not?
Did you not see at the end of the person riding on the worm? That was her.
Oh, so that was her. Okay. Yeah. I know. I mean, you can't tell.
I mean, I assume that was her.
Oh, so Stellan Skarsgård was the Baron.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't realize that was Stellan?
No, I did not catch that one.
I got heavy Emperor vibes, and I know you did too. Don't lie.
Oh yeah. Well, no, it's all. It's funny. The stuff that you're saying is what my girlfriend was saying. She was like, "Oh yeah, that." She was like, "What?" One thing that she didn't like about it was that she felt like everything was Star Wars, and I was like, "Well, Star Wars is based off this."
Yeah,
so.
like, bro, every time I saw some Star Wars, I was like, "Damn, Star Wars ripped this." I was like, George Lucas basically was like, Dune in samurai culture. Hey, let's fucking fuse them.
For real. I think the political element of everything is, again, where you'll get some more Star Wars comparisons, but I think that's what's going to set up the next stuff, the next part.
But in really Star Wars' favor, I will say this: Dune does not end well. They say the next book, because I don't think they finished the first book in this movie, but the next 2 books are the best. Like, what's going to be the next 2 movies should be the best stuff, but that doesn't really conclude everything. And like, people say the conclusion is hit or miss for some people.
Which, they don't always have, they don't even have to make that. Denis
can make his own.
They can do whatever they want. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So,
but I like Timmy. Timmy killed it. To me, at first, I was saying Jason Momoa was the best in this movie, but then Timothée Chalamet came through at the end.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, he definitely did come through as like, okay, I can trust that maybe Paul Atreides is going to be like a badass.
Yeah,
at some point.
I was sold.
But like, I did like some of his stuff where he's like, one scene that I really liked with him was when he's like, yeah, so I'll just go to the emperor, and I know he doesn't have any sons and daughters. And they're like, so they sent you out here to die, and now you're gonna make a play for the throne.
I thought of the king. I was like, wow, that's some Timothy from the kingship. Like, I'll bang his daughter. I fucked with that.
It's like, ooh.
I like the box scene where this is classic Dune. Put your hand in the box about pain with the Benny Jesuit lady. I thought that was dope. I thought that was a good scene. It very like this movie, everything that you read from the book. I'm gonna say this. This might be the best book adaptation I've seen. Like,
see, I thought that they had said before the movie came out that they didn't follow the book. So they did?
They did. They definitely did. But they didn't finish, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's like, but Shubert, that box scene is 100% straight from the fucking book. Like, that's one of the, because I didn't finish the book because I wanted to wait to watch this, but I definitely read that box scene. I read up until the Harkonnens invade. So, like, all of that shit leading up, they took some shit out. Like, we didn't hear the doctor and him talk on the way to Arrakis. Like, when they left from their home planet to Arrakis, they got there fast. There's some shit that happens like in the space travel of like conversation between Paul and the doctor, and then the doctor in the family, which kind of leads up to your suspicion of the doctor. I think that could maybe be the negative of the movie. You don't necessarily see the doctor's evil turn coming, but I don't know if it was meant to be that way for the movie. Like in the book, you kind of see it coming because they lead hints to it.
Well, his turn was stupid.
It was for his wife
because he died.
He was blackmailed and then he just died. But I thought Oscar Isaac killed it as Duke Leto.
Should have known. Oh yeah, Duke Leto.
Oscar Isaac was great.
I was really buying into like their whole family dynamic by the time like it got to like him dying or whatever. I was like, oh shit, now he's dead.
Yep.
Or like now he's it was wild. But yeah, I think everyone put on a pretty stellar performance. Like again, it's just Denis bringing out the best in some people.
Like the marketing would have made you think Zendaya would have been more in the movie. Like this was like they did a great job of hiding what this movie was. But I think that was smart. I think that was smart because if you sell this movie as, hey, this is the setup movie, people aren't going to be hyped. But they didn't do that. They sold it as like, yeah, this is Dune. You'll see what you see when you get there. And then when you get there, it's part one. It's like, what? Okay. So
yeah, like right when it said Dune and then part one, I was like, damn it. I was like, they got me. Like, I know we're gonna be like, it was one of those things where I had a feeling that was coming because like I had seen something on Twitter before I went in where Denis talked about how he was like, there's gonna be more action in the next one, and I'm like, oh okay, the next movie, and then when I see it part one, I'm like, oh god damn.
But that one scene, I'm telling you, man, that scene with Timothée Chalamet with that armor on, bro, that where he's fighting dual wielding, I'm ready for that. I'm ready to see that battle. And like, I'm ready to see him live with the Fremen, learning how to come from underground and attack people, fight off the Harkonnens. Like, that's going to be nuts.
Eventually,
his mom was
him and Zendaya are going to fall in love or whatever because we've seen it in the visions.
Yep. But we're about to see him become this character who inspired to make Luke Skywalker. Hopefully, Paul Atreides lives up to it.
I think he's doing a pretty strong job right now. I liked how his character was like, the mom's like, yeah, we got to get him off world, blah, blah. He's like, no.
I love that. Taking Destiny because he was like, I'm the Duke now. I'm the Duke. Like, you gave me this shitty power. You put me into this situation. So no, you know what? All right, I'm in it now. And he managed to use his power because he saw the future. And then he was like, all right, bet this is how I'm going to do this fight. So I thought that was the coolest part of his power, of him seeing the future to win that fight. But then it made me be like, but wait, doesn't this black guy supposed to live? Because isn't he talking to him? But I didn't realize he was looking at the leader of the Fremen's memories. Like, that's not clear when you watch the movie.
Okay.
Because think about that. Yeah. And that's how I knew she was the leader, because you got to think he's seeing the black guy that he ends up killing the whole time. And it's talking about, you're the leader, you're this, you're that. He's talking to that black lady. And you remember Paul can see memories, and that's him attuning his power during that, and that's why that black guy dies. It was his time. It was over. But the whole time I was like, damn, Paul, why don't you tell him you saw all of this in your dream? Like, You could have saved that man's life by like telling him what you knew.
It goes to where like a lot of them don't even believe that he's like the Messiah or whatever.
Yeah, the one. So
like even if he said that, they'd be like, oh, well, you're bullshit. We don't trust you.
Yeah. And the only way, I guess, by beating him shows that he is the guy. So Javier Bardem killed it too. Not a lot to do, but most of that'll be in the next movie.
Yeah, Zendaya's like, so you're gonna die, but let's at least have you die honorably. Like,
and gave him that weapon, and then it was like, oh shit, this is the sword. But yeah, I like Dune. What you give it out of 10? Because
out of 10, 8.
Yeah, you giving it an 8? That's what Domo in the Discord gave it. I think it's
like
easy.
8.5. Well, I mean, like if we're putting the numbers on, I'd say 8.5 then, but it's like between 8 and 8.5.
See, I'm 8.5, 8.8. I might be at 8.8. Like, I really like this movie. I didn't think it was super slow. I thought it was deliberately paced because it did take a while to get into things, but I was in it. And maybe that's because I read some of the book. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how for many casual movie fans it went for. Like, I know my girlfriend didn't really like it.
Norm, my co-host, was like, it was cool. He didn't think it was like badass like I did. He thought it was cool. So like casual movie fans definitely were like, but like, I don't know, man. If you love film cinema and you like that type of storytelling, this is a movie I got into for sure.
Yeah.
And like you said, I thought it was the best movie of the year so far. Like, film that I've seen this year.
A blockbuster, yeah.
Yeah, like as good as Suicide Squad is, I don't know if it's better than this.
No. But I mean, Suicide Squad is definitely the best superhero that we gotten.
Yeah, for sure.
And probably will have.
Yeah, for sure. Unless Spider-Man is just fucking amazing.
We'll see. But Dune as itself is like a really great drama mixed with a really great sci-fi, mixed with a really great action, mixed with all sorts of stuff with really great acting performances. So.
Yeah, it's just all around good cinema, man. Great direction, great acting performances, great CGI. Like, they're gonna win an Oscar for those effects. They will.
Sure.
Like, as they should. And the costume stuff was great. So,
I mean, I wish Jason Momoa would get nominated for supporting, but I know he won't. Yeah, maybe in the Golden Globes.
He should. Like, this was his best work. It really was.
He did a really great job. He really did.
I'm glad you came away thinking that, because that's literally all I kept saying was like,
I think like what was good for him too is that they kept his hair tucked back and he never had like his flowing hair, which like never.
And he lost his beard halfway through the movie, which I thought was interesting because it's not Aquaman at that point. It's like, oh, this is Duncan Idaho. This is a real character. Like, we're seeing his I love that. Like, when you deal with Jason Momoa, you're getting the hair, you're getting the beard. But for Denis, he was like, I'll shave the beard for you, but keep my hair. And like you said, I'm glad that they pushed it back. It made Duncan Idaho feel real. It just did.
Well, and more serious.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.